Hi everyone, this is a run on World of Illusion Spiritus, the brothers, and this run is going to be a Grade S meeting all three quests, which is firstly, all three party members need to be either a short sword, fist or unique weapon user. All three characters need to be either from Final Fantasy 6, 7 or Type 0, and all three characters need to be either white, red or yellow color crystal. I'll include a list in the video description as well as to which characters can meet all three requirements. But the key is that the quest requires you to use either one of the criteria only. So for example, in the series requirement, which is FF6, 7 or Type 0 for example, as you can see right here, my entire party is from Final Fantasy 7. And this actually will meet the requirement for the series quest. If you are trying to fulfill all three mission requirements, you only need a grade A, which requires you to complete the stage within 100 turns. But with Tifa, you can actually get a grade S and meet the stage within 50 turns. If you are trying to do all three mission requirements at once, Tifa is quite key because the rest of the characters that can meet all three mission requirements have rather low DPS compared to the current meta at least. The strategy here going for grade S is that since Root and Kadaj isn't exactly top tier DPS, the idea is to use 2 of Tifa FR and to pair each FR with a BT aura. So using first a BT plus to get access to BT aura and then going to FR, and then after that to go into BT mode and then FR after that. Tifa's FR will also cancel the enemy's force time if the boss happens to be in force time, and this is quite key because the longer the boss remains above 80% force gauge, the more crippled you are, because at 80% force gauge you get a minus 300% to your next brave stat. This is why at the start here I'm just sort of doing normal attacks on the boss while I'm maintaining my party buffs. And I'm just doing this until the boss hits a 100% force gauge and enter force time. The idea then is to use Tifa's force time to bring the boss out of force time and reset his gauge down to 0. When the boss is around close to 90% force gauge or so, you want to use Tifa's BT plus so that you can immediately go into a FR with her on her next turn when the boss enters force time, and that's coming up pretty soon here. Root is actually pretty good for this stage because he himself can also hit 100% critical hit rate, which helps in Tifa's force time. But beyond that, he keeps the party safe as well because he greatly increases your max HP, and he also easily heals your party each time after the boss uses its AoE HP attack. So right here you see the boss is close to 90% force gauge, so I go BT plus with Tifa, because when the boss hits 100% force time or force gauge, then that's when I want to go Tifa FR. Right here on Tifa's turn, I'm actually hogging the entire force time with her the moment she gets her turn again, just because Tifa does the most damage out of the 3 and you really want to capitalize on her force time to dish out as much damage as possible. The goal is to actually bring the boss below 50% health within this force time, and that requires you to really dish out a lot of damage with Tifa. Ideally also you want a level 50 brothers here because the summon actually contributes to the damage, because I will be popping summon mode at 1 turn of force time remaining. Popping summon at 1 turn of force time is quite nice because, as you can see, it does 13 million damage on its own. Plus it also allows a full launch with Tifa using her EX on the final turn of force time for some nice juicy damage as well. Coming out of the first force time, when you come out of summon mode, the boss will instantly refill his force gauge and enter force time. It's a triggered attack, so you can't really prevent that. So the next order of business is to actually wait until the boss exits force time before you go into BT mode with Tifa, so that you can at least make the most damage out of Tifa's BT mode. So the boss is about to come out of his force time on his next turn, so this is where I start to apply the call abilities, so the Keiss LD call as well as the Sazh LD call as well, to buff everyone with crit rate up. Tifa's BT mode should still do some decent damage at least, even though she doesn't have a BT aura up. That's because of the Keiss LD call providing Brave Leak or Brave Refund, and she'll be launching every turn due to the Rain's LD call. With her BT aura up, you want to go into force time with Tifa as quickly as possible. The earlier you get into, the sooner you can freeze the boss's force gauge. At 9% health and below, the boss will gain a 20 million HP damage shield, and you need to break that shield before the boss gets his next turn. And this is why it's important to time the FR. As you can see, the last turn I go into a massive Tifa EX, which surpasses a 20 million HP damage. So that's it for this run. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe, really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!